All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the official February 22nd edition of AEW Dynamite. As we get closer and closer to AEW Revolution, obviously we got more build to tonight's for that pay-per-view on tonight's show. But first things first, we actually kicked the show off with the All Atlantic Championship match between two former tag team partners, two former friends, ironically best friends. Orange Cassidy versus Willa Yuta. And honestly, I thought this actually wasn't a bad match, actually. I thought it was actually pretty good for the most part. It really got good towards the end, though. I really liked how, Cassidy was bringing it to Willa Yuta, and Yuta was like, give it to me, give it to me. And Orange Cassidy actually won the match and retained the title. And after the match, he wanted to go for the hug, but obviously Claudio was there, was like, nope, Willa, you got to go. Lee. Don't do it. Just come, just come. I don't. The BCC. I don't know what's up with them lately. It's like, their boy Brian Danielson's fighting MJF. You would think they'd be helping him out, but they're kind of letting the Dragon do his own thing. But I guess they're heels now all of a sudden. The BCC. I don't know, but because they felt heelish tonight. Like Willa Yuta felt heelish facing Orange Cassidy tonight. Same thing with Claudio Casanova. He felt heelish tonight, especially with that ending. But hey, match was pretty good for the most part. Ricky Starks came out. He cut a promo. He was done with Jericho. He was like, "Look, I'm done with you, Jericho. I'm done with this feud. This is BS. This is a contract in my hands. Open challenge. Anyone want to fight me at Revolution? Let's get it." And then Jericho comes out and is like, I guess Ricky Starks was pressing him on and stuff. Oh, well, you did this, you did that, but you don't want to face me. And then next thing you know, there's a pin out. Pen gets put to the paper. Chris Jericho and Ricky Starks get signed for AEW Revolution. So we'll get to that, and obviously I'll explain who I think should go over when we get to the predictions for that show. But yeah, I mean, it was a okay segment, I thought. Next was a tag team match player. This was the Acclaim versus Big Bill and Lee Moriarty. I mean, this match was all right. This was one of those matches where the Acclaim had to go over because of the fact that, they needed to win heading into AEW Revolution as they're going to try to get their titles back. So there's really nothing more I can say about it. Now, we had Soraya. Actually, before that, Christian Cage came out there and freaking he beat up Jungle Boy again. Jungle Boy now tried to attack Christian Cage, but Christian Cage got at Jungle Boy. So they might fight either at Revolution or the Dynamite after, who knows. But, their feud obviously picking up from steam what they left off after Christian Cage got injured. Now, Soraya versus Sky Blue was next. I thought the match was kind of meh. Sky Blue was solid, but it wasn't enough to beat Soraya. And it seems like now, as we heard from Jamie Hayter later on in the show, they're doing Soraya, Ruby, Jamie for the title at Revolution. I mean, I don't really know. Like, Soraya, I don't know. But I could see why they would kind of give it to Ruby because she's been getting a lot of wins lately. But, I guess it's all right, Next, we heard from the Dragon himself, Brian Danielson. Him and MJF were exchanging words. This was actually a really good segment, I thought. MJF was really going in on freaking Brian Danielson. He was talking about his kids, saying, I'm about to send daddy into early retirement and, early CTE. But before he could fully say it, Danielson was like, he was beating the heck out of him. And the pull-apart brawl was like, oh, boy, this is getting really heated here between these guys. But, yeah, their match should be really good at the pay-per-view. It's you could tell their feud is really heating up. Now, we also had the Revolution Tag Team Battle Royale, which was actually won by Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. For a second, I was like, okay, the best friends are going to get the win here. But they actually gave it to Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, which was like, wow, okay. But the match was all right. There's nothing really that special about it, to be honest with you. And obviously, one of the big things to take place on the show as well was the big announcement from Tony Khan. We all know what Tony Khan's important announcement. It's about Ariel Wani, where he just shoots on Ariel Wani, calling him out and all that stuff. If you know, you know. But it wasn't about that. Adam Cole actually made the announcement. AEW is doing this new show called AEW All Access. Basically, where you're going to get, I guess, behind the scenes look, with your favorite AEW superstars like Britt Baker, the Young Bucks, etc. So, and Adam Cole even said that the same night that show will be coming out on Dynamite, Adam Cole, Bebe, will be making his official in-ring return back to the squared circle. They haven't named an opponent yet. We'll see what happens. Should be a good one. But good to see Adam Cole back after that injury. But the announcement, I mean, it was for what it needed to be. That's all I can say. So, and then the main event was Jon Moxley and Evil Uno. This was granted. This had to be what it had to be. You know, Jon Moxley doing what he did to Evil Uno had to make sense because, you know, he's showing a message to Hangman Page like, hey, this is you at Revolution, big boy, or cowboy, I should say. This is you at Revolution. So overall, I thought this was a okay episode of AEW Revolution. Of Dynamite, excuse me. I said Revolution. I will say the main parts of the show was definitely the All Atlantic Championship match and the segment with Danielson, the main event as well. Those were, to me, the high points of the show. I hope you all enjoyed my official review of AEW Dynamite. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe. And so, yeah.